Blessed, blessed beloveds. Such stories that are woven through the human consciousness, and yet all is well. I am the ancient body you would know as Mother Earth. My spirit, the same as yours, you would know as Gaia. The many dimensional frequencies of gurus, guides, and teachers you would know as your own divine intelligence. All the same life, all the same impulse, all the same creation. There is great frantic energy. Frantic in your terminology could mean negative, yet that is not how it is meant. Frantic energy is like excited bubbles that are boiling in water. It's frantic, it's movement. It might appear chaotic. And yet, the divine intelligence that is, that creates yourself, myself, and all that is ordered. There is always divine intelligence ordered in all things. And so as a self-reflective species, there is frantic energy happening in the mental body of the human species, a running about, not for some of you here, yet for humanity at large. And this is due to the birth of consciousness that is coming forward. There are endless, infinite facets of perspectives that you can engage. And it is not so necessary to stand on your facet of the diamond and claim this is the way. If you don't do this, things won't happen. No. However, it may feel that way to you in your passion for the truth that is vibrating for you through that facet of the Godhead or the Creator. So take your passion to heart and keep your sense of humor. Notice your ferocity for what you stand for and speak the truth of it, yet mind your energy. When you are spacious, curious, open, in a non-judgmental state, when you can see that everybody is endeavoring to stand on their facet of the complete diamond, to shout out the glory of their particular viewpoint from the body of the diamond, then you stand in oneness with all, even if your stories appear different, do you see? This body of earth is ancient. There is not fear, there is not quivering, there is not dis-ease. Though man may jump up and down, meaning both genders, shouting from the rooftops about the calamities, I am fine. I am here as your sister, mother, servant, provider, embracer, nourisher, to afford you a place of home in which to have your human experiencing. I do know what I am doing. And so I am here in service as the same living spirit that is yourself, only my body is bigger and rounder, yes? So you can rest on me, as Meenakshi has said earlier, flying through space. You are glued like hair to my head. And I keep your feet firmly with me. This is all by divine order. So why are you here? What is your purpose? Why did you incarnate? How are you in relationship with that which is truth within you? How are you in relationship with one another? How are you in relationship with me How are you in relationship with the divine? That is the truth of who you are. Many humans perceive themselves as individuated and separate from the divine ocean of pure consciousness, and yet that cannot be so. You cannot be separate from that which you are made of. You are a little wave in the body of the ocean of pure consciousness. Assign whatever word makes your heart sing: God, Spirit, Source, Creator. The assignment of the word, the language that you use, is for your heart. It is the language of your heart. You do not need to agree with another's use of sound, forming words for their own meaning, for their heart, of that which is the divine for them. For Danae, it is God. It has always been God, with no religious context. So what is your mantra for the divine? How do you address the divine? How do you rest, rely on, draw from, and contribute to that primary relationship of love? You are a little wave with magnificent omniscience, omnipresence, omnipresence. You are an expression of that ocean of pure beingness, of divine consciousness. How can you be afraid when that is at your fingertips? Always is a good time, always is a good time to ask the divine for help, to ask the divine for intervention, to ask the divine to assist you to be the fullness of that divine that you are expressing. You are the little wave of the big ocean. Ask the ocean to inform and infuse and inspire and conduct and direct and escort and carry the little wave. For you have the vastness of divine intelligence within you, in your heartbeat, in the flow of all the fluids through your form. You are divine incarnate, literally. You take yourself to be a solid form, and yet are you? Have you investigated? Have you noticed you are vibrating so rapidly you appear to be solid, and yet solid you are not? When you access the divine intelligence within you through your personal will, and you say to the divine, may that which is the truth of that which I am be that which lives this life, then you are inviting divine will by your conscious will to enact the life that is being lived. Oh, yes, there is attachment, but I am this personality, and I have these habits, and I have these preferences, and I like being who I am, and all of that is part of the glory and the creative genius of your divinity, having fun, wearing a mask, literally head to toe. And yes, it is lovely to enjoy the character that you get to play. Do not get lost in the character that you play. When you attach to your identifications as you see them through your personality, then you get lost. When you notice your identifications and appreciate how rich and full they are as animated by the divine, then you are in your column, as we would say. Awake to your connection, awake to the source animating through you, awake to the unlimited supply of the omnipresence that is the divinity that you are, same as myself. So we will pause here for a moment that you may tune into yourself. As you tune into yourself as this little wave Feel the magnificence of the mighty ocean that you are one with. Feel how you rise up out of the ocean of consciousness to express creative genius as the divine at play. Take a moment and experience this in the way that you resonate with, and yet all at the same time, please. Notice as you experience this that you are not in fear. There is no fear. There is no anxiety. There is no confusion. You are clearly immersed in that which you already are. The human species, you in particular, are being invited to live from this state 24/7. That is the birth. Notice how naturally you relax into this state. It is not a struggle. It is not difficult. It is not something to achieve. It is not something you need to take classes for. You are simply that which you are. You cannot not be that which you are. Do you see? It is natural. You come into your stillness and you allow yourself to feel the fullness of the ocean of the divine expressing as a little wave as yourself. There is only buoyant grace. Take another moment. Allow this. Yes, that's right. It is beautiful. When you behold children in discovery, everything is the imaginal realm. Everything is excited. Everything is a glory. And so it is with you from where I sit. I watch all of you running about with your excitement and your passions for the aspect, the facet of the diamond that you have discovered, the eureka in your hearts and spirits and souls and minds, shouting it out. I have found this. It is useful. It will help us. Yes, indeed. All the facets of the diamond are necessary. Yet remember, the diamond is already whole. You are not here to fix anything. You are here to remember the wholeness that is. And in that remembering, and in that living as that, and in communicating from that and acting from that wholeness that is, then you dream into being the actualization, the demonstration on the exterior of that wholeness. It already is, beloveds. You need not fight for it. Come in, come home, remember, be that which you are. And the emanation of that resonates throughout the whole diamond, waking everybody up. This is your number one job. This is your number one calling, is being awake. As our friends Thea like to say, you were born for this time. If you are here, it is on purpose, not by accident. So we would like to give you the story as we see it. the whole diamond story as opposed to the facets. All is becoming more and more well in the mind of human beings. As human beings are waking up and remembering that which they are and giving themselves permission to live from that direct knowledge, direct experience of being a little wave of the ocean of the divine. It is happening. It is not that there is a wish that maybe it will happen or it could happen or there's a hope that the species survives. No, it is happening. And this is the birth. This is the birth of the Christ consciousness. This is the birth of Gaia in all the forms of life. That Gaia is another name for the divine, another way to say the prana, the life force, the animating divine intelligence in all things, which includes you and I. And so birth is happening, and there is fantastic, frantic movement of cells and molecules and atoms and consciousness as birth takes place. And everybody here has given birth, be it in this incarnation or a prior incarnation. Each one of you has had the biological event of giving birth. And as you know, it can be messy. It can be loud. It can bring contraction. And yet, all for the miracle of life, knowing itself, unfolding its own becoming, and arriving. So the story is a good one, if you are to look at it from your human nature. Celebrate now. Bring your radiance, your brilliance, your exuberance now, yet bring it with calm and sweetness and peace. Let your ferocity and your passion be alive, yet bring it so it is palatable to others. You cannot kabosh somebody over the head with your truth. It does not work. Can you be so full in spirit, so on fire with your passion, so alive in your seeing, so scintillating with your direct experiencing, and be a calm wave of peace? To the shore, to the ocean, to the shore, to the ocean. A meditation of rocking gently as the pure beingness, the totality of your divine nature reveals itself in this birth of consciousness. It is a very exciting time to be handled with steadfast peace. So we implore you, whenever you are getting overexcited, whenever there is a feeling of the personalities wanting to control arising, come home, come inside, listen to the voice that is wise inside, your divine nature, little wave of the ocean of the divine. You are ever connected, ever infused, always and forever carried. We're going to take a few minutes now and drop into the stillness where you are invited to rest as if cradled in the womb of creation, resting on the ocean, little wave. Listen. Listen within, feel within. Be embraced from within. Let yourself saturate in the glorious love of the divine, that which you are already. And then we will come forward with eyes open when you are complete. Simply, gently stay with yourself yet allow your eyes to open. Take the time you need. Blessings, 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 blessings for all.